Hello. This is Adrian with uh, uh, Astrology, a look inside. I had to actually think for a second, what company am I actually working with right now? And that is, I guess, a very Capricornian thing that I just did. I don't know if you know or how much you know about my situation, but and you guys, I'm sorry, I am just freaking out that somehow I lost the angle to my camera and now it's showing all kind of things, and I'm thinking, why is my camera angle like this? I'm gonna have to fix it. Not, I don't have time to do it now, so you're just gonna see what you see. But yeah, Capricorn. Wow, what a year! I'm technically a Capricorn in Western astrology. I just did Sag, and I did Pisces last night, and I wanted to cover all of the people I feel like I relate to. And after Cap, I'm going to do Aquarius. And there's a reason for my mindset. First of all, you guys are all my favorite people and you always respond the most. But other than that, it's that I am a Capricorn in Western astrology. I am a Sag in Eastern astrology. I have my progressed sun in Pisces, and I have Aquarius intercepted in my first house. So I want to find out all this information for myself as well as for you guys. And then, of course, there's our partners on the other side. So the big thing for us Caps, really, overall, is and has been for quite some time the fact that we have Saturn and Pluto sitting in our first house. Um, you know, that's major for us Caps. I don't know if you other Caps have been feeling it. If you felt any change or difference in who you are from where you were before, or where you feel yourself going now. Like you may feel yourself going toward a new and different future, right? Some Caps where there might not have been any foundation may find now they've got a foundation. Like, wow. Or conversely, some Caps may have found or who thought they had a firm foundation may have found that they do not have a firm foundation. And that occurred in my life personally. But I can see how that could happen with others. And this is not, well, we're not quite out of the woods for this yet because as of, I think, March or April, Saturn and Pluto are bound to make a connection. And well, Saturn is the great taskmaster, but Pluto is that one, I wouldn't call it a destructor, but it is the one planet or planetoid that can come through and wipe away everything and make you have to start everything from scratch. I mean, literally. Now, I can tell you how I have incorporated this Plutonian influence with Saturn in my own personal life because I have no other life really to go by. But over the course of February, I have been working on um, something on Facebook that I call the 21-day dance challenge. I've done the dance challenge before, but I had stopped. But I'm back at it again because I really do want to lose the weight and see Saturn in the first house. I have it by birth, but Saturn in the first house, of all of the places, makes us more aware and self conscious about our bodies, our actual physical bodies, that than any other placement. And so we're very concerned about the issues of whether we're too thin or we're too large, or we feel that we don't fit in, or that our bodies are not acceptable to what we personally would like for our bodies to be. These are Saturn issues with our physical self that we may be dealing with right now. I mean, these are very serious issues. With Pluto there, it's almost saying, let's just scrap it all and start from scratch. And I would think that, I would hope that there are no caps that take that literally, like with their life. Don't do that, okay? Because no matter how bad it gets with Saturn and Pluto in the first house, it's a transit. It's a transit. A long transit, but a transit. Jupiter being in the 12th house also makes me feel that that could possibly be occurring for some caps, some sadness or depression, because that's joy, happiness, and it's in the 12th house, kind of sleeping in there, isn't it? So now it could be affecting your life that you have an inner joy, which is great, and like an inner peace and an inner philosophy and an inner dogma that helps you get through all of these things that are occurring in and around your life. I mean, the emphasis is really in and around your life totally, with Saturn, your ruling planet, sitting right on the first house of the solar chart. So I do want you to be aware of that. Now, in the month of March, though, Venus is going to go into the second house of Aquarius. Venus in the second house is happy because Venus is the natural ruler of the second house. It's like Venus is home. Venus is home. Even though it's in Aquarius, it's still home. And it's still happy to be home. So good things could be happening because it's there. Now, it's a natural square because it's Aquarius. So expect some action, maybe even some stress when it comes to money. It just may seem a little bit more stressful than not. It will feel more stressful if you spend too much money. Okay. So try not to do that. Venus in the second house does tend to make us want to spend money. And I'm sure there's going to be something gorgeous that you want to get and wish you had enough money for. But Lord, if you don't have enough money, please don't go out there and buy something that is way over what you should be spending for your, where you are at this time. On the, now I'm going to go through things because the last time I did it, I went back and forth, and I hate when I do that. So I'm going to try to go as I go this time, so I don't do that to you guys. I think it's frustrating. But on the 5th of March, Mercury is going to be going into Pisces. And when it does, Mercury is going to be retrograding, in the sign of Pisces. Now, when it does retrograde, it'll be at 29 degrees, almost 30 degrees, 29 degrees and 30 minutes of Pisces. And it's going to go direct on the 28th of March at 16 degrees. So on the 6th, we will experience, no, on the 5th, we will experience the Mercury retrograde in Pisces, which is that solar, that area of the third house. And then on the 6th, Uranus is going to enter Taurus, which is in the solar fifth house area. So that's going to put emphasis of instability, maybe sudden unexpected things happening in the area of money, or not money, chances, luck, chances, risk taking. If you own your own business, things could go a little crazy. It could go either crazy good or crazy bad. Just be aware of that. And during the month of March, the planet Mars is in Aries or in Taurus, and in that fifth house as well. So, wherever Mars goes, it's pushing, it's action. That's children, romance, love, dating, parties, dancing, risks, lottos, fun, games. I mean, going to the casino. It's just parties. It's good. Mars is there. I would just hope you're not overly aggressive in the area of love, and that, you let it flow. With Mars and Uranus there, it could get a little weird. So be cautious of that. You want to keep it flowing, keep it positive, upbeat. The fifth house is a very happy house. So just hopefully you increase your happiness with Mars there. And it's Taurus, which is trining Capricorn. And so I think that's a good sign. I mean, take advantage of it, right? So one of the things that I haven't discussed really a lot with a lot of other people was Chiron going into Aries. But I think I will make a note of it with Caps, because that's our solar fourth house. And there's going to be some Aries emphasis, with that there. And that's frustrating because Chiron is the wounded healer. It could be some old wound that needs to be healed there. There could be some issue that needs to be handled with Chiron being in the fourth house and going into that area. You might have to heal it, clean it, fix it, be aware of that. I just want to mention that on the 6th, that there is going to be a new moon in Taurus, in Pisces. And that new moon will have the sun and the moon conjunct in Pisces at 15 degrees and 47 minutes. And Neptune's at 16 degrees. So they're basically all conjunct. So the sun, the moon, Neptune, conjunct on the 6th of March in the third house of communications. So your communications on the 6th may be a little nebulous at best. I mean, some people may understand you and some may not. It may be a new way of communicating about your wow, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Wow. It may be a new way of communicating about your spirituality, because Neptune is always very spiritual in nature. And this is just one of those things. Also, in the month, Venus is going to be going into Pisces on the 26th. And when that happens, I mean, that's just going to really make love smooth love over, I believe. I think I mentioned that Mercury goes direct on the 28th. And on the 31st, Mars is going to go into Gemini on the 31st. And that's going to be in your 6th house of work. So when Mars gets into the 6th house of work, oh, Lord. Work, 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 work. That's the 31st. That's going to be April. I mean, you're going to really feel that, right? Now, on the 20th, there is going to be this full moon in Libra, and it's happening at a fate degree at 0 minutes and 9, 0 degrees and 9 minutes. So 0.09 of Libra on the 20th, full moon. Opposing it will be the sun in Aries at 0.09 on that same day, which is the 20th. That's that fourth house again. Let's pray that there's, you get things worked out with the fourth house, with Chiron there and the full moon opposing the fourth house on the 20th. Let's pray you get that fixed. But yeah, that's pretty much the month. I mean, here's the thing. Is one of the things I did not talk about, and I do want to talk about it. I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't talk about it, wouldn't I? And that's that the North Node is still in the 7th house. The North Node is in Cancer. It's in our solar 7th house. And it is really just about opposing Pluto now. They're very close to opposing each other. And I think it brings up issues about our persona or our personality or our physical bodies, or just the way we feel, like who we are. But it brings up these concerns in relation to our relations, like how we come across or how we interact with our partners, how we compromise with our partners. And I think compromise is a good word all month, really. but especially on the 20th when the moon is full in Libra. And then I think after that, because all month long, really, us Caps are really dealing with that North Node in the seventh house. That North Node is in the seventh house. And so we are supposed to be working on our relationships, loving, nurturing, caring for others, specifically our partners, whoever, if hopefully you're in a deep partnership. Um, I wouldn't shy away from developing a deep partnership because that's the North Node. It's telling us that's the way to go. With Saturn and Pluto in our first house Caps, we might be more inclined to do a lot of work, work long hours, work too hard for our bodies, not take care of ourselves the way we should. And as a result, we might not give all the attention and that we should to those who love us and those that we love. And I think it's important that we do that. Don't forget your partner, because I don't think you can actually. I think your partner is going to be front and center because he's right there in the seventh house going, I need my nurturing, give me my love. Where's my affection? So I hope that you take the time, Caps, to show that love and nurturing and affection that is there to give with the North Node in the seventh house. Don't just go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Don't do that. Put something in there. Hopefully, it's love. That North Node is telling you this year, more than any other, help others, reach out to others, care for others, love others, nurture others, support others, buoy others up, help others. It's almost like a handle in the chart because really, with so much emphasis on the first house and 12th house and second house and third house and fourth house and fifth house, well, it's really, you've been dealing with a lot of self issues, right? Self, things that have affected you directly, personally, hurtful things, even painful things, even things that you might remember the rest of your life because they hurt that bad. So you've been dealing with things like that, and you may have pulled in instead of nurturing. I believe this North Node in that seventh house is there to remind us no matter how bad it got, we have to keep reaching out. We have to keep trying. We can't give up now. And we will be so greatly rewarded if we just reach out and do that North Node thing. I think there'll be great rewards, whether it be love and permanent partnership or marriage or just a long-term relationship or commitment that comes out of nowhere, even though you've been working hard and you've been feeling so sad and down on yourself. Suddenly out of the blue, you could find, if you're reaching out to others and putting your care and nurturing hat on, that there could be someone that you reach out to that could be that special someone for you. So I hope that is the case, and I hope you find that, especially with that full moon this month, because no matter where the full moon falls, when the full moon is in Libra, it's always an emphasis on relationships and partnerships and marriages and even business partnerships. But that's the big area. One of the other ways it could come out is that you might be extra nurturing in your business partnerships and extra caring of your business partnerships. I mean, it might be that you're working in a caring, helping field, or you're doing something where you do have to reach out and help and care for others. But I can see where um, definitely with relationships where um, nurturing and caring and healing is important, especially with Jupiter in the 12th house. I think, as I said to you last month, you're going to get a lot of information that you need through your dreams. And if your life is not where you want it right now, um, dream it. Dream what you want. I'm not kidding. Dream the future you want. You dream it. You might not get it exactly, but you'll get close enough to it that you'll be like, "Whoa, I had that dream." Right? Anyway, Caps, this has been my take on your horoscope for the month of March. And this has been Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And if you have not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe our videos. Get the word out about Astrology, a look inside. And also come visit us at astrologyaLookInside.com and subscribe to our website. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com, Astrology a Look Inside. And also, I give free mini readings in our group at facebook.com/groups/Astrology a Look Inside. And finally, you can find me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/slash Capricorntigress. And just become a patron to get all the freebies and goodies that I like give there. Guys, it's been such a pleasure. I love my caps. Guys, my sister cappies. Hope we have a good month, right? All right, y'all. Much love and much light to all of you. May March be the best month ever. Don't forget, while the sun is in Pisces, it is sextile. Most of us caps, and that means it's lucky for us. That means it's a good month. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Much love and light to all. Bye.